So, hello everyone, just have fall animes. Some new animes, right? We have Blue Period today. We have some of these, what do you call them? Mixed media projects, right? So, this is a selection project, a new idol show. Some consider it my the best idol god ever. I will admit, I'm not the biggest idol fan. I'm not the, I've seen some idol shows, right? Obviously, again, of course, Zombie Let's Say is my favorite idol show. But Zombie Let's Say is one of my favorite animes of all time, right? There's best girls, so many best girls, but yeah. But this anime, there's a project, I know it's like a game and it's like a live version, it's everything. That makes it a little bit confusing to watch. But at least I want to watch episode 1 here. First impression, reaction, reviews, alright, because I'm a huge fan of Doga Kobo, right? Which is the anime production house, because I've seen, basically all the animes, like New Game and so on. I've seen all of them. I love their fluffy slice of life animes, right? I think I've literally seen like every anime they've done. I was like, have I seen? Is there one anime that they have done that I have not seen? Do a quick check here. Doga Kobo. I have seen Nosekun, Plastic Memory, Umaru-san of course, Senku-san, Tade-kun, of course, Love Comedy, Dumbbell obviously, Hibiki behind me yesterday. I think, yeah, of course they did Demon Princess, but Little Sleeping Demon, that could be my favorite today, yeah, Mario the, also Little Prince, Sleeping Prince in Demon Castle, that was so good, last fall season, freaking amazing, New Game of course I mentioned, of course I've seen Miki Kundi, Maru, Usamade of course, because abs, right, Watashi Tenshu I've seen, Senpai, there we're definitely watching. Coming next week. Cute senpai, right? With like Kohai senpai love story. I've seen Westgate also. Yeah, Yuri, obviously. Whatever. I said Asteroid. Yeah. Oh, Fishing Show. Yeah, of course. It was last year, right? Yeah. Tebunishi. Yeah, how could get Tebunishi? Like, I'm just looking at the list here. I think I've seen Anime Yell, obviously. I did react to it too. Yes, I think I've seen every anime they ever done. Like I don't think there's a single anime that I haven't seen that they've done, like seriously. Like I think I've seriously seen all their animes. So here we are. I admit again, not the biggest idol fan, but I have to watch every Doga Kobo show. But I think seriously I have seen every anime they've done. And you know what? I'll say it again here, but New Game used to be my favorite because I work for game design and game development generally. So New Game was really good, Senku was good and so on. But I think seriously, yeah, Little Demon Princess, Sleeping Demon Princess, Demon Castle, that is probably my favorite to do. The anime is so good. That was one of the best anime I think last year. I mean, I was crying, laughing every episode. Sociopathic little girl with a yeah, sociopathic little princess that could add last year. It was so good. Like seriously, I think it was one of the best animes. And of course I reacted to all episodes and I was crying, laughing, every episode. Like episode 1 there immediately, I was like, oh, that's sociopath. And then she finds like the links, the master sword, and makes like a lamp. And, it's so good. The best scene that anime, humor me. The best scene, that is when she kills the Iceman guy. That's the best scene. When the ice people are making a revolt, right? They go like, oh, it's too hot, we want to ice and so on. And we see her entering Sylphie, and then she cuts him away. Exactly like, I think, in my opinion, a reference to Mega Man X. Because exactly how they kill those Mega Man X guys when they shoot the ice thing at you. They kind of cut down the ice globe guy, right? And they shoot the ice that way, whatever. She basically kills the Iceman guy, right? Like an ice boss guy, cuts him open, and then she comes in his suit. Like the very next scene, she comes in there and pretends to be the ice captain, and they're like, Taisho! She's like, yes, it's me! And like murders him outside. It's so beautiful. Just chops up his bismuth. It's so horrible. Oh my god, I love that anime. That anime is seriously one of my. This is probably one of the best comedy anime ever, I think. So anyway, yeah, I'm a huge Doga Kobo fan. Let's watch some idol show, guys. So 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it's minimized, whatever, here we go. The timer is fine, just minimized for some whatever reason, doesn't matter. Just kind of surprised me. Okay, here we go. Let's start. So I think let's see this idol, like American Idol, right? They're actually idoling for becoming idols. I recognize her voice immediately. Is it Saori Ayomi? Is it Saori? You know, Yamato? Maybe Makimoto. Sounds like Yamato in One Piece immediately, yeah. I guess a girl in a hospital, yeah. I guess one of the girls are gonna be injured or have cancer or something, right? I think so. You see that girl here humming in the hospital. Miami, yeah. Like a girl with like throat cancer or something, probably. We have to have one girl with a sad backstory, right? Yeah, her dream is to be a singer, she probably has like throat cancer. Exactly. Her dream is to be a singer and dancer, and she can barely walk, right? So it's like a classic. Yeah, you need some girl, right, with, you know, some sad backstory. Definitely. But this woman, she really sounded like Yamato or the characters that Saori has done. I think so. It's a bit hard to. I'm gonna try to see if I can find out there. It's a bit hard to. It's clearly a lot of female characters. I'm just gonna see if that voice actor, if Saori is in the anime. Is it right or not? Yes! Seira hayami. See? I called it immediately, yeah. She's playing Akeri, yeah. Ama has to be that character. Because I mean, she only had like one voice line, but obviously Yamato is best girl. And I was like, that sounds like my Yamato, my freaking One Piece waifu, yeah. And obviously, you know, Maria Campbell and so on. And I don't know, maybe my favorite art of her is not Shinobi, but Amali in Irema-kun, of course. So I think it's a great character. Yeah. Badass president. But you get, I feel I am really good at picking up voice actors. Yeah, I feel I'm really good at, you know, hearing who the voice actor is to say you. But yeah, I kept thinking immediately that I was like Saori-chan doing the voice. Sounded like my Yamato waifu. So I guess another idol girl. Yeah, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna go win, dad! Susune-chan. I guess they're all gonna have to like fight each other, you know? Battle Royale, but singing. Yeah, right? Yeah, they're gonna go and like battle. I think so. I mean, in many other shows, they just have a band, right? And then we have other ones. I have seen, of course, many other shows, I suppose I have to admit. But one of my favorites, of course, is If My Idol Went to Budokan I Would Die, right? That I'd react to. Oh, I love the show too. That show, but this show is great because if you're following a group, you're following Irupiu-san, which is voiced, of course, by. I feel sorry, he because, but yeah, and she's, you know, super fan. It's like, I wanna buy all the CDs. Yeah, like, I come on, it's hilarious. Okay, so now she's better, I guess, you know. Yeah. Now we saw image there in hospital, right? So I guess she's improved here from her. It also surprised me if she has like throat cancer. I kept saying it earlier, but I just feel like she has some kind of terminal illness, right? Which affects her singing voice. Like she has some kind of tonsil issues or cancer in the throat or her lungs or something, or it's gonna be something that it not only makes her weak, but also, I mean, physically, of course, not weak as mentally, but physically weak, some kind of exhausted issue, but also then probably for singing or maybe dancing, like a leg or something. Like I had a family member, she wanted to be a professional dancer, but she hurt her legs, so that was, yeah, that took a turn. Couldn't continue her career, fortunately. Yeah. But I hope she's doing fine now. I think so. But yeah, you know, that's the issue if you want to be like some of the jobs, right? If you're like, yeah, like this person in my family, not too much here, but she wanted again to be like a professional dancer, right? But then you need to have your legs working right there. She can walk, but I mean, she hurt her knee and something like that. So that's the issue with, you know, if you want to be like a dancer or a soccer player or whatever, right? Yeah, you have the issue of like physical injuries in your, like, you know, if I lose my arm, I can still work, right? So to speak. It's a bit harder though, but I can still do it, right? I mostly work up here, right? So, here we go. She's arriving at, I guess, the idol, what's it called? The competition, I guess. Are we gonna be judges? No, I think no. Well, they're not gonna be judges, but I think to do this anime, I think people are voting, right? Yeah, I think it's like a voting idol show, right? I think so. I think they're gonna perform, and then people are gonna vote from home, right? Like typically, like in the American Idols or whatever, or like You Got Talent or so on. Yeah, I think that's what they're doing here. So they're gonna perform, and then people at home are gonna vote for them. Yeah, qualifying round, right? And they're gonna like. Of course, I've seen Idol or whatever, right? Both the American and Swedish Idol and so on, and obviously all the stimulated programs. Yeah, like Talent and The Voice, and I'm more of a fan of like cooking shows. Gordon Ramsay is one of my big idols. Yeah, I love Ramsay, right? And so I've seen Hell's Kitchen and so on. Yeah. She's like, "You're my enemy, man." Here we go. He's like, "Shut up." Yeah, we're rivals. Here we go. This girl is clearly like a good character immediately. But here we go. She's this babe, the gyaru here kind of woman. I mean, I have her here, yeah. And she's clearly the best character based on her looks, right? And this one is the mean one. She's definitely the mean one. Yeah, be friends with her. Yeah, she's definitely. I like it. Yeah, but this woman here, obviously I pick out some images right before I do the first. Is it the first impression, right? Yes, I don't know what names are. When I take these ladies here next to me, right? What I do is that I just look at the promo art, right, and then I cut them out and I just put them in the video. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what the names are, right? So obviously I picked these two because they're hottest, right? And I was like, oh, a hot blonde gyro babe, she's going in the video. Yeah. But yeah, so they're doing like a qualifier per region in Japan, right? She's definitely the win. She will definitely win because it's only white here. She's a zero-haired lady. The other three has no chance. She's the only one that looks like an anime character. I mean, yeah, she's obviously gonna win this. She's the only one that looks like an anime character. The other ones have like, typical blonde hair and so on. Yeah, they have no chance. Those ladies are dead, man. Hokkaido. Okay, she's clearly gonna win. Same here. Nodaka-san, yeah. Purple hair. The other one looks too much like a normal people, right? Oh yeah, and she's like, has some kind of, yeah. It's tasty, yeah! And she has some kind of behavior, she has big oppas, she eats a lot, it gets her oppas, Yeah, she got huge oppas, right? Is there weight restrictions? Oh, this might be the best character. Am I too fat to sing? Yeah, she might be the best character, yeah, like she's like, oh! Am I too fat now? But her fat goes to her oppas, her... But I mean, I guess here in episode 1 we're just gonna see, the different girls, right, from different regions of Japan, and then they're all gonna get into the the qualifiers, right? So they're all basically gonna win, right? Because it's like per, area of Japan, right? Oh, this woman though, it's like her mom maybe, some kind of hardcore, yeah, like bitchy mommy. That's like, you have to sing better, girl. No, crush on. Yeah, maybe her agent, but something like that, Oh, she could be just a character because her mom is clearly like, better, see you embarrassing me. Yeah, typical like a mean mom, right? I can definitely see that guy's going. Well, one girl in there is a very fancy. I mean, she's obviously gonna win this. Some kind of like princess character. Yeah, some kind of like. Exactly, some kind of rich lady, like her maid or something. Something like that, yeah. Oh, with like cat eyes, probably lenses, but yeah, has the kind of cat mouth thing going on there. But I guess it's like some kind of rich girl, some Ujo-sama kind of character, right? Like a rich girl with. Oh, is it tomboy? Probably. Aoshan, yeah. She's probably a tomboy. Yeah, the tomboy, right? Exactly. And then the tomboy's like, oh, I gotta fight, I gotta sing hard. Yeah, Gamba Red! You always need a tomboy lady. You need the kind of tan girl who's still like a swim or something. So she goes to the swim and yeah, the tomboy. You need a tomboy, definitely. And this is the girl next door, right? This is probably like the kind of very normal, functional Hanoi-chan, yeah. Like a serious, like school president kind of, but like a typical normal girl that's the other girls are like some aggressive tomboy, and some girl is like really, but she wasn't fat, but I mean she had huge tits, right? So she eats and all gets to her boobies, right? Yeah, gets those good girl titties. Like me, you know, oh my god, get those oppas going there, you know. Yeah, gotta get big, you know. Oh yeah. Yeah, my oppas are pretty big, look at this. Yeah, but I don't got, I do way too many, it's called bank pressing. I do way too many bank pressing. Okay, she's the first winner, I guess. Yeah, okay, so that's Saori, she's there. What? Well, of course, just watch her in TV. Oh, yeah, it makes sense. But she's dead? What? Like, best voice... Yamato-san! Best voice actress? Kinda? And she's dead? We only got her for the first minute? Oh, God. Yeah. Because, we did see, of course, but that was like in hospital, so she was, you know... yeah, before... the accent, I guess. That is disappointing, because as I did before in the video, I was like, isn't that Yamato? Isn't that best One Piece waifu? It was her, and then she's dead. So we only got the first minute of her, and then she's in the anime? Disappointing, man. Picked up one of the coolest, best voice actors, and she only does the first minute of the anime. I don't know how to react. I was like, what? No, I feel disappointed now, yeah. It's Saori-chan, and she only gets to do the first voice line, basically, and she's dead. Off-screened. Maybe she's dead, and maybe she can return. I don't think so, but it doesn't feel like a cliffhanger thing. I don't know. But yeah, I guess she's dead, fortunately. Oh, here we go. I mean, she's clearly the hottest character. Yeah, exactly. Perfect style. Seira-chan. Hi! Exactly. There you go. The main girl, the main character. From Saitama. Yeah, gonna one punch turn them all. I'm not Saitama is getting a pen, but yeah. Yeah, Northern Kanto. Susune-chan. Is it like a panda? Yeah, I guess it's like a panda, right? The what's it called? The TV host, yeah, the host guy. He's a kind of like, I don't know, a panda with like stitches for his eyes. Horror panda. But yeah, they do vote for their... Yeah, exactly. It's like... Well, I guess because there are, like, qualifiers, this might be like idol, right? But they're already past... We're past the first stage, I suppose. We first, of course, you know, when it's like 500 or 1,000 people, right? We first the first floors. These are like the top girls, right? It's like we're in the... You know, top 100, right? Whatever, right? Yeah, so we kind of got past the first few weeks of this TV show, I guess. So... It makes sense during that voting when people at home vote. So he's gonna vote a lot now. I was wondering if you can vote how much you want. Can the dad like his vote? vote. But yeah, so this is the final of per region, right? The main character have to win this, I guess, so she can keep going to the next, the season 2, whatever you call it, like the when they all, you know, combine the regions. Yeah, this is just Northern Kanto. So of course Kanto is East Japan. So it's like in Pokemon, yeah. So of course Kanto is, you know, is Tokyo, Yokohama, and so on, right? Where Kansai is Osaka and so on. And then you have Hokkaido is north. So Kanto is north. Well, this is like North Kanto, so it would be like Northeast Japan. Minus Hokkaido then. So this would be like, you know, maybe Tokyo in this region, but it depends on what you say. Kanto is North Kanto, but I would say it would be the region north of Tokyo, probably. But yeah, she's clearly the hottest girl. I hope she wins. Yeah, that was amazing! So happy too! Oh, she's clearly the best girl. Yeah, I fallen for her immediately. I'm already in love. Clearly the hottest, stylish girl. But I guess the main character's gonna win, right? Because otherwise we can't really progress the storyline. This girl is really cute too. Yeah, she's really adorable too. Hiromi-chan. Oh yeah, she's the shy one, but clearly she's gonna win because she's the only one having white hair. She's clearly gonna, yeah, she's gonna win. Well, I mean, we know her region at least. We know her part of Japan. Yeah. Oh, she's so adorable. Please vote for me. Everyone, woo! Yeah, like she's like, and she has, you know, huge oppais, so she's getting all the men votes. No, but come on. She got like she's eating a lot of fat food, but all her fat gets to her titties. She's clearly getting all the male votes. I'm just being honest here. That girl has like the 10 times the size. Like seriously, her oppai size is like the other ones combined, right? She was like, yeah, and then they see them at a point too. She's like eating cookies, candy, right? And they're like, wow, how did you get fat? She's like, oh, it's fine, you know, all gets here, right? Yeah, like, she's like, this is probably her mom, right? So kind of super hardcore. Yeah, I also feel uncomfortable with those kind of moms, right? In any kind of storytelling, where it's like a mother that, you know, is like super pushy. Oh, you gotta do it, you know, you gotta be famous. And this is her like rich family or something. Yeah, this girl is some kind of rich lady. And she has her cat thing going for her. Yeah, she's very catastrophic or something. She definitely probably go out, right? Because she's like that little mean girl. She probably is out. They actually haven't really that much singing yet. We just gonna see all different characters. Oh yeah, she's obviously going. I mean, tomboy. I mean, she's obviously gonna. She's the only tomboy. Oh yeah, of course, of course, her parents are. Yeah, I love it. Yes, I love it. She's this super hardcore tomboy, and of course her parents are like at the gym. yeah. She's from the family of her mom is a tomboy too. Of course they are. Yeah, like a very gym. Yeah, the family of exercise family. They're all just like, you're gonna flex your. Like, of course they are. Her whole family is just at the gym, right? Yeah, of course. I love it. That was a great. That was the best one. Her family, all of them are into bodybuilding. Of course they are. She's a bodybuilding girl, but she's obviously gonna get further in the show, right? Because we need to have like a one masculine tomboy bodybuilder character, right? And yeah, she of course idolized Akira-chan. Yeah, of course she idolized the first girl there that died. Okay, so now we're finally gonna sing actually in the anime. This is the first time they're actually doing a sing, an actual. They're probably ending with the main character singing here, Susun-san. I think it's gonna be probably more singing in next episodes. But now we're just, of course, just introducing all the characters, right? Yeah. Because now we're just kind of showing all the different girls, right? This is gonna give us the main cast here. Yeah, here we go. You can see art in there, but she's all nervous. Oh. I keep wondering if her sickness is gonna be relevant, right? Be psych hospital. You know, I think as I mentioned earlier, this is kind of cute to see all of them together there. Yeah, it's nice seeing them all together. But I really wonder if her issues are gonna be true, like I said earlier. Yeah, here we go. So she can fall down here. She has some kind of cancer or something, right? Yeah, she clearly has some kind of issues with her. But maybe she's gonna lose the anime though. I don't know. People might still vote for her though. It's kinda cute though. I mean, people might still like her. I mean, it's adorable. They're like, oh, she fell down and was all kawaii. I'm voting for that. Yeah, I don't know. People must still vote for her though. It's kawaii. But I think otherwise, the Seira here, the babe, she's gonna win otherwise, obviously. Yeah. I don't know, she looks very adorable. But that's what I keep thinking of. She has some kind of cancer or something, so... She's physically weak, right? She couldn't leave hospital. Low blood pressure, maybe, and... But I don't know, this woman is adorable, though. Seira-chan, her friend rival here. Yeah, but she's really nice to her. See? She's some nice gay lady. So she's gonna go out? I don't know, man. It feels like that we're gonna have Seira win, though. Yeah, so everyone's voting at home, right? Like a typical idol show. Yeah, so I mean, the other regions are obvious. Yes, the other guys have some hair colors. Like, obviously the tomboy wins. But yeah, she's a tomboy. The other characters were way too, normal. They already shown us who's gonna win. I mean, they've shown us that, Yeah, the other girls still are just kind of like, they don't have the same, you know, characterization and hair color, and they don't have that anime. Obviously, yeah, huge oppa girls gonna go past because me. Yeah, obviously the gigantic oppa is gonna win because she's presented with, and obviously the girl's name is Utta to sing, and her mom is like this, you know, super annoying mother. Of course, she's gonna win too, and of course, the rich cat girl's gonna win. I mean, yeah, whatever. As I drop it, it's obvious. But yeah, rich cat girl, obviously, and shy girl. Clearly, every female character has her own moe thing, right? One is a clumsy, one is shy, one is a tomboy, one is the Rena here. She's kind of like the school president, the smart girl, right? Yeah. But okay, here we go. The all into sport. The main character is either her friend, the nice hot babe Seira, or it's her, right? But I don't want to see Seira flow out because obviously Seira is the coolest girl. Coolest stylist girl. Oh, equal. Oh, she won! See, I call it. Seira's gonna win. Happens with the main character then. She wins anyway. 20 votes. But I feel, well, my guess is that the main girl is gonna get in anyway. It's gonna be one of those, like, you know, reserve things or the bonus edition. They usually have, you know, one girl from all the regions, right? She's a popular girl from her region. So yeah, totally, because I felt that this girl, this is me understanding how you produce stuff, right? Honestly, Seira is too unique here. This blonde babe, right, Seira-chan, yeah, her best friend here, she's too unique to not get passed into the final, right? This girl is too nice, too unique dressed, and too much, you know, blue eyes, blonde hair, pink, yeah, gyaru style. She's too attractive and too, like, you know, prominent in the art and pro art to not be a second contender. So what they're gonna do is make them both pass, right? She's gonna pass here now, and then they're gonna have some order system where everyone can vote like their favorite girl within all the regions, and then the main girl is gonna get passed anyway because she's the favorite character of everyone from all the regions, right? So this is exactly as I expected, honestly, as I predicted. They're both gonna get passed on it. Seira's gonna win, she's gonna win anyway. Then we have both of them in the final because Seira was too prominent, right, in the art. But I was looking at Earth this morning, and I was looking at the pro art. Yeah, this girl is she's too focused in the pro art to be thrown out in episode 1. And, you know, again, her style and so on, her hair, her, you know, like pink highlights, the blonde, she's hot gyaru style. She's too important to throw her out. If they would throw out another girl, they wouldn't have Seira as her rival in the same region because she's too important, I feel. They wouldn't put her in the first region, right? They would put her in the second region. No, yeah, her friend would be someone else. Because she's crying here, it makes sense. Yeah, she's breaking down. Her dream to be a singer. No, but it's actually expected because I'm looking at it from a kind of production standpoint, right? I'm looking at it from, okay, how do I produce something? How do I do an idol show, right? How do I do, you know, a reality show? So when I looked at the stuff, right, I looked at it before, and I looked at the different art and the characters, and, you know, I was deciding who I'm gonna root for, right? And I was like, look at this Seira, the gyaru babe. Yeah, she's way too attractive. She's way too important. So of course immediately I was like, this girl is the best girl. And obviously I'm right. So my taste, but no. But she felt again then. This girl, she's too different, right, than the other girls. Because in the other regions, you had like one girl. Oh, here's the tomboy, right? Okay, she's this tanned tomboy, and she's cute and adorable and muscular and everything, right? And the other 3 girls are like whatever, right? There's backup characters, yeah. But in the main region of Northern Kanto, we see the main character. Her friend here, then, friendly rival girl, Seira, she was way too shown, right, and so on. And also the other art. So I was like, there's no way this girl is not gonna pass. So that's why I expected, as I mentioned, the main character to lose and having Seira actually win. Because she feels more like this woman too, use her style and her popularity. And I'm drinking it actually from like a realistic step out post. This girl is much more a shoehorn actually to get, you know, pass on, right? Because she's very attractive, has a special gyaru look, has a, you know, blonde pink highlights, has the boobs, right? Has the clothes and everything. This woman probably would actually get ahead, right, in an actual idol show because she's very, very attractive, very fitting for typical pop idol character, right? And she probably also had more promotional art from the actual studio or whatever. So she's gonna actually pop on, right? And be that popular idol girl. So how are they gonna resolve it now then? Because I was right, I expected Seira to win. What's gonna happen now, right? How is the little main girl, Susanne Chan, what's she gonna do now, right? After she collapsed there, because it is true that they didn't have Seira in this art. I like the image here. We see all the girls, a very nice scene. Yeah, we don't see Seira here. I still thought Seira was gonna win though, and obviously all the other female characters they were gonna win because they didn't really have like a competition, right? Like the massive Oppa girl, the other 3 girls were these existed, but what I'm guessing will happen then, because as I said, I've seen a lot of reality shows. People always, I don't know, but if you hear my channel, so people think I only watch anime, right? They be anime guy. No, I watch a lot of stuff. Okay, I'm a nerd. I read Marvel and I play all the games and I read books and that, right? And I do like to watch stuff. For example, I'm a big fan of like Law and Order, and other Dick Wolf shows like Chicago Med and PD and so on. For example, so I watch other TV shows. I love. I've always been a huge fan of Supernatural, right? And this kind of like small wheel and those kind of TV shows. Not a big fan of like the Flash and the Arrowverse as much, even though I do like Legacy of Tomorrow. I do like, for example, Black Light. I think it's really good, probably my favorite. Actually, no, Superman, Lewis and Clark, the new one. That's a fantastic TV show. Genuinely, a very, very good TV show. I love the show. Yeah, Superman is very good. But otherwise, Black Lightning, I think, is a great show on separate TV network, right? Really good. I really love it. I think probably like a 9 or 10 show for me. But anyways, I watched a lot of stuff, right? And including that, I do watch a lot of idol stuff. Like now, but I watch a lot of reality shows. As I mentioned earlier, like Gordon Ramsay and Hell's Kitchen and so on. Especially a lot of food mostly. So I'm a fat guy right here. But anyway, so what I'm thinking here from having seen all of these, reality shows, and this is clearly like a typical reality singing show, right? Which they are many of in Japan and other countries, right? What I'm thinking here is that in many of these shows, like Hell's Kitchen or whatever, right? They very often have like the redemption thing, or if you watch something like Survivor or that stuff, where they vote someone out and then they put them in some other island, right? They vote like they have like this like. Usually like in Survivor, what they do is that they go through, let's say, 6-7 people, right? And when they're out, those first 10 people, they put those 7 on another island where they have to fight, and then the winner of that fight gets to return and can still win the prize money, right? It's very, very common in TV shows. One show I actually really love is Amazing Race. I'm a huge fan of it. Amazing Race actually might be my favorite reality TV show because it's. I always like stuff like Jeopardy. I'm a nerd, so I love Jeopardy, right? And Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and so on. I love the quiz shows. And Amazing Race has the reality, has the drama, has the personalities, and it has that quiz, like, who's the president of this country now, and how to build this puzzle and so on, right? So all my nerd things of that. I love geography, I love languages, I can speak, more. I can barely speak English, but I can speak English. I can speak, some other languages like Swedish, Norwegian, Danish. Some Finnish, right? Some Irish, some Latin, Japanese, German, some French, some Spanish, some Mandarin, obviously some Japanese, to some extent. Right? And I used to work with translating and so on. So Amazing Race for me is really fun. And me and my best friend, we have applied for Amazing Race 7. We would win that shit, man. He can speak like 10 languages. Like he's really good at languages. He can speak fluent Japanese and Mandarin. And I can speak, he speaks like fluent Japanese, he speaks fluent Mandarin, he's very good languages, he speaks some English and so on. I speak decent, Japanese and so on, right? And I can also speak, of course, like Swedish, Norwegian, Danish, etc. And I've lived in, both like French, Belgium, Ireland, England, and so on, right? So I can speak the kind of European languages, and I can speak some Spanish and so on, right? He can speak some Spanish. And I think he's very good at French too. My family is like part French, right? I mentioned in one of the videos. I have my cousins, so one of the they're like the French or the Brussels, so yeah. So I lived a bit in Brussels and so on. So yeah, Amazing Race, I would win that shit, man, because me and my best friend, we have been around the globe and we've been in the countries and we speak like something like 15 or something languages together, something like that. And he's also history nerd, he's like me. You know, my grandfather was a history professor, right? My grandfather was a history and a math professor. So you know, we speak a lot of we speak our languages. Yeah, my grandmother, his wife, she was a language teacher. So my grandma, she was a language teacher in like English, Swedish, and French. So when I was a kid, she taught me French. I was like 5 or 6. So before I started school, my grandmother was teaching me French at home then, and she's fluent in French, and she's like lived in Paris and she does Corsica, you know, the island in the Mediterranean. It's her favorite place to be at, so on. And then her daughter then moved to Paris and, you know, lives permanently in my cousins, whatever. So yeah, I was, but I would freaking crush it in the Amazing Race. Me and my best friend, me and my bestie, we would crush it. Okay, we speak like 50 languages. We're both insanely historical nerds. And so on, right? Yeah, we're fat and we're nerdy, we're fat and slow though, but we would be amazing at being, you know, just knowing all the countries and the regions and all the history, and we would be able to speak, you know, the local language. And he's traveled a lot, I traveled a lot, so we already been in like the different capitals. Like, well, I was there last year, and he always travels for like 2-3 weeks every year too. So he knows like how he's been and everything. We would easily win this shit, man. But whatever. Long tangent. But seriously, I would win Amazing Race. If there's one reality show I would want to be in, it's Amazing Race, especially with that guy. We would combine our knowledge about different. Yeah, we would know every goddamn country. He would be like, "You're going to Stockholm? Now, Stockholm? Oh, I live there. I know everything. Are we going to Oslo? Oh, I've been there too, man. My father lives in Oslo. I know the country." We would be like, "Oh," and just people don't know that. My home city, right? My home region is it's located between Sweden and Norway. It's my hometown. It's like the border of Sweden and Norway. That's why I am fluent in both Norwegian and Swedish. My father, he lives in Norway, mom is Sweden, so what? So yeah, so my Norwegian is better than like a normal Swede, and my dad is better and so on. I can read, of course. Dad is Norwegian, and then I studied German, Deutsch for like 6-7 years. Something like that. But whatever, yeah. But anyway, long tangent. My point is that, okay, so I've seen every episode of Amazing Race 1. I've seen every episode of Survival and stuff. That's why I'm coming to the conclusion here, and also I will be Amazing Race. But anyway, my point here is that what they're gonna do, of course, is that the main girl, even though she lost, because Seira is too goddamn hot, right? That gyaru babe, yeah, there was no way they could get my best girl. I almost already biased here. Seira is best girl. And they know that. So there was no way that Seira was gonna win, right? However, though, this other girl, main character, she was very close to winning, right? She's just under the limit there. And what they almost always do, these reality shows, for example, in Sweden, in Eurovision Song Contest, which I hate, it's so boring. But anyway, in Eurovision Song Contest, they call it Andre chansen, the second chance, right? So I was gonna say, I don't think Eurovision is horrible. The issue in Sweden is that Eurovision, I haven't seen it in like 20 years, right? But the issue in Eurovision is that it's so annoying, because it used to be when I was a kid, you had Eurovision, right, once per year, right? You had the actual Swedish Eurovision, where of course people went there and they sang, and the winner of course went to, you know, the European tournament, right? But the issue then in Sweden is called Melodifestivalen in Sweden, yeah, Melodifestivalen. The issue is that Melodifestivalen, it started as once per year, pick the winner, send them to Europe, right? And then it turned into like 3 times per year. So you have one in Stockholm, Göteborg, and one in Malmö. So you're like, okay, so you started doing the region team, right? And then they broke it down even more. So now it's like 10 regions. They're like, we have to have one in Stockholm, Malmö, Uppsala, Göteborg, Lund, Luleå. Kind of like that, yeah. They're like, oh, we're gonna have like, you know. So it went from like once a year to like 4 times a year. Like 5 times a year, and after that they were like, oh, we have to do a second chance. We have to do the, you know, okay, so first we do all the regions, and then after we pick the winner, right, per region, or the pick like the top 3 or whatever. After that, they take the, you know, the second, basically number 2 in every region, right, and put them in this second fight. So basically every tour, like the main character here, right, everyone that's number 2 now have to fight all the other 2s, right? And the winner there gets to, you know, be with the other ones, right? That kind of system started using a few years ago, meaning that it just never ends. It's like 6-7 weeks of every Saturday or Friday, whatever it is. It's like Melodifestivalen, and the issue is that I haven't seen it in years, right? But it's very annoying if you are in Sweden at the time. So when I was in Little Sweden, a couple of years ago, whatever, way back. It's very annoying because the TVs, the newspapers, everyone is writing about this. God, super annoying Eurovision contest for like every day, right? So it's crazy. So it's like 2 months of like just the news is all about that. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know who cares about it. Like who cares that who's gonna win in like Luleå? No one cares. Like no one actually cares about that. But anyway, my point of course is that I expect the same thing here or something similar, right? We're gonna take the main girl here. She lost, and what they're gonna do is gonna have her fight the other top girls, right? And she's gonna beat those girls. Or my guess is that to make it a little more smooth, to make her meet these girls because they're clearly the main girls, right? When I make the her get into the main idol, the best girls, right? They're just gonna probably make people vote probably on the internet would be my guess, right? After the TV show, they're gonna have this kind of on the like the web page or the homepage of the TV show, right? They're gonna let people vote once more and ask them to vote who their favorite girl is, right? Among all the number 2s basically, or 2 and 3. But you get a point. The people didn't win, right? Yeah, people that were in that they qualified but didn't win. So and then she's gonna win, right? So she's gonna win this like extra voting on the side. And of course, in episode 2, we are very likely gonna start with her because she was crying in the end, which makes perfect sense. She's very sad in the end, right? Which who wouldn't be? She's lost against, obviously best girl, Seira, clearly best girl. But so she's all crying here and she's all sad, right? But the issue is that she doesn't know that she's all crying and sad. She doesn't know about the second rule. So when she gets home, basically, or maybe the next day, they're gonna tell her that she's number 2 anyway, or she's gonna be in the final anyway, because everyone voted for her, right, on the internet, and that's why she's gonna get into the real tournament arc anyway, right? So that's how it's gonna go. And I feel incredibly confident in this thing. See if I'm right next week, but I feel very confident, and I think people can agree with this. That this is very, very likely gonna happen. Not only will she be voted in, it's gonna happen without her knowing it too, right? She's gonna be all home and sad and crying, and then suddenly the TV appears. It's like, oh, you're in the final, girl. She'll be like, what? But I lost. People love you. Whoa, like that. It's gonna be that, right? Yeah, it's gonna be all like surprised, and it's gonna be. I know how to write reality, okay? I know my reality shows. I know anime, and after anime, I know reality shows. So, yeah, I admit I probably watch reality shows more than I watch all the television. I mean, as I mentioned, I watch Super or whatever. But I definitely probably watch reality shows like the other show. I watch every episode of Top Model and like Face Off and so on. So yeah, I'm very fabulous. Yeah, but honestly, I love the show. I really love Face Off, Ink Masters. Yeah, I love those stuff too, so I watched I really love Top Model though, seriously, I love Top Model, yeah, with Tyra, man, it's freaking awesome. I've seen every episode of Keep Up with the Kardashians, but I think it's hilarious. I don't understand people are like, well, this is awesome, I love Keep Up with the Kardashians, I think it's a great TV show. And of course, I also watched every episode of Shark Tank and Drag was then, and I love those business shows. I love Shark Tank, as well, of course. But anyway, yeah, I know my reality shows. So what's gonna happen is he's gonna wake up probably episode 2, right? Be all crying and sad and be all alone at home. Then her parents will be like, oh, honey, it happened. She's like, oh, what are you talking about? I lost. And then she's gonna be like, what? You didn't love me, woo! And she's gonna be. Yeah, and her and Seira are gonna be like best friend, let's go bestie, and they're both gonna get into the final. Come on, I know this shit. I know my idol reality shows, okay? I'm a fat guy here with all this stuff, but I know reality shows. I know my other stuff. Anyway, I think it's a good episode 1. It's definitely by the book though. It's predictable. I mean, I expected Seira to win, right? And I made a long video about it now, but I very much believe that the second girl, she's gonna get second place, right? Bonus number 1 place. Maybe I'm wrong. I very much doubt it. Honestly, yeah, I feel very confident in what you said here. I'm usually correct in my predictions. I don't feel that's a lie to say at all. Like I predict, for example, One Piece, Yamato powers or whatever. Yeah, like I don't care. Like for example, I'm usually very good at my predictions, and I feel this is one of my most obvious, in my opinion, prediction because it's an idol show. We're following typical reality anime rules, right? So she's gonna get voted in on the side. Perhaps she will. I just think if it wasn't like an anime, she probably would go into like a second fight drive with the other girls. But that's gonna take too much time and not be important because the other girls aren't that important. They like most of the other female characters didn't have like a special clothing and so on. So that's why I think they won't do like a second battle for her, because then they have to focus on that for an episode, or that's like a half an episode. That's why I think voting on the side is just good enough to get her into the final, right? Without having to spend time on the other girls that doesn't matter. I mean, the other, like, number 4 or whatever that no one cares about. So that's what they're gonna vote on the side with. But anyway, what do you guys think? Am I right? I feel very like I am right. I feel very confident, honestly. I'm more confident in this than I'm confident in my theories. Who's the killer or who's gonna betray Luffy or whatever? Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, I feel more confident in my analysis of an anime idol show than I feel about like my normal reviews. And I'm like, well, I think that he's a traitor. I feel more confident about this. But honestly though, I like reality shows, but they are very predictable because they have a very, I mean, even more so than anime, right? Because they have the system of, okay, this person is not gonna win because he's a douchebag guy, but he's gonna definitely get to like number 5 or so. Now, for example, if you're like a douchebag in like a reality show, you're almost never gonna win because you're dislikable, right? But you're never gonna get fired either. You know what I mean? They don't kick you out of the reality show if you're the annoying douchebag to the extreme, because they need you there for the drama, right? You're never gonna win because you're dislikable in the end, but you're definitely gonna get like top spots, right? Because you're gonna have to keep you there for the drama. Yeah, it's very classic. If you ever get into a reality show and you don't want to get kicked out the best case is to be the douchebag, because they're never gonna fire the annoying douchebag in the beginning, right? They're gonna keep you for the first few weeks at least, probably until maybe top 4 or 5 or so, depending on how many antagonistic people they are, because they need to have an antagonistic person until like top 4 or 3 or something. But if there's like four of you, you might be earned, right? But they're always gonna kick out, in like every reality show ever, they always kick out kind of the me character in the beginning. It has like no personality, you know what I mean? The people that are bad and have bad personality, like you kind of just deal, right? If you're very, very annoying, if you're a douche, but you're a bad chef or whatever, you're still gonna stay for a few weeks because you're a douchebag. So you're the bad guy right there. Being the bad guy is the best way to have like a low, like I said, you're always gonna stay for a while, right? Because obviously again you're the bad guy. So yeah, but it's probably true here too, honestly. If this gonna follow any kind of realistic anime idol stuff, it's probably the same thing here too. If one of the girls are very, very annoying and very bitchy, she's probably gonna stay longer, right? Because they need her for the drama. But anyway, see you guys with Blue Period today, and also maybe Megaton. Maybe the other anime too is short about. Let's see. I liked Blue Period last week, so we're gonna watch more of that. Watch My Academia tomorrow. This is another anime too, some mech anime out I think today, and a short form anime, which I'm considering. It's like 10 minutes. I'm not overly interested in doing these reviews of like 10 or 5-minute episodes animes. If in like a short anime, in like 10 minutes, I might watch it, right? But I probably prefer doing a review of like a few episodes. If it's like a 10-minute or 5-minute shows, 3 minutes. Some animes like 3-minute shows. Then I have to wait, right, until it's over. But yeah, let's see here. Friday, start of the fall animes.